Hello, viewer. It's another beautiful day again. We are still on the matter of reforming our youth's mentality. We are still on the matter of transforming our youth's mentality. So many youths think upside down. Hence, they continue to insult the spiritual leaders. It's a time for you to stop. If people have not been telling you this, I am here to tell you the truth. There is a great implication. When you begin to continue to insult Oyedipo, Bishop Oyedipo, Pastor Iye Adiboye, Lazarus Moka, Chris Akilome, Chris Okotie, Odukoya, Kumuyi, so many of them, many of the men of God, our spiritual fathers, you are just digging your early grave. When you continue to insult men of God that have nothing to do with what you are accusing them, it's already the problem. In our plan to reconstruct Nigeria or to reform our country, we must tell ourselves the truth. The men of God are talking about, they don't have the right to interfere in political affairs of Nigeria, except they speak according to their jurisdiction, which is the word of God. Look at where their matter comes from. In Romans chapter 10, verse 14, it says, how then shall they call him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? And how shall they preach unless they are sent, as it is written? They are sent to preach to you. Go further to 16 verse. That's Romans chapter 10 verse 16. It says, but they have not all obeyed the gospel, that is you. For Isaiah says, Lord, who have believed our report? We have been preaching to them, telling them the truth. So then faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, indeed. They keep telling you to pray for Nigeria. You say you are tired. Apply your wisdom. You are tired. Why are you blaming them? The best place Nigeria youth need to focus on now about reformation is the judiciary. Judiciary is a corrupt institution in Nigeria. Part of our Nigeria problems. We need to reform judiciary. Let me put it from this issue, from this point of view. We used to have a wood bridge in my village that we passed through to the farm. Several times, personally, I fell into that place with a bicycle. Sometimes we have to use canoe to cross some people over. But when time came, the chairman of the government then, President of Honorable Chukwu Didashi on breaks, he has to reconstruct that bridge at that very time in his tenure. Anyway, I want to tell you, because even the president of the government chairman also, Pastor CSP Ajede, is doing well too. He reconstructed that bridge, and it was a free movement. Nigeria needs reconstruction, and we have to reconstruct the judiciary. We need to revamp judiciary. That's what Nigeria you should fight for. Look at this case of chicken versus pot. Chicken was caught and was sold, and somebody killed with knife and had to boil it with the pot. And chicken became angry and sued the pot. When they went to the court, the judge in charge of that case decided the case like King Solomon, which he used wisdom. He said, chicken, pot is not the one that killed you. Pot is the one that boiled you. But the person that killed you was knife. You are holding grudges with political religious leaders. Instead of holding grudges with your political leaders and judicial leaders and stuff. Stop insulting men of God. Be wise. When God starts fighting you, their own jurisdiction is to preach the word to you. You fail to apply the word they are preaching. Like I'm doing now. Some people think I'm doing nonsense. Can't you see our brother Randy Peter Aka, one of Nigeria youths, like VDM, I respect, patriotic Nigeria youth. Can't you see what the young man is doing? Can't you see what VDM is doing? Can't you borrow from them and do? Must you insult men of God? Some of you will do all this, later you will say you have repented. One was him making mockery of them, using them for comedy. And when they came, his ears are stopped. I am telling you, it's time for us to reform our judiciary. Leave the pastors alone. Reform judiciary. That is where Nigeria can be better. God bless you.